The play starts with a giant storm at sea. Alonso, King of Naples, is traveling with his son Ferdinand and other nobles, and the storm is so fierce the sailors fear they will not make it out alive. In the next scene, Miranda asks her father Prospero why he didn't just help the poor people tossed in the storm. Prospero says that though he caused the storm by his magic, no one was harmed, and everything was done for her good. Prospero then tells his story to Miranda for the first time. He was once Duke of Milan, but as his interest in magic grew, he left much of the governing to his brother Antonio. Eventually, his brother and fellow nobles overthrew his authority and exiled Prospero and a young Miranda. After a harrowing voyage, they were washed up on this island. No longer ruler of Milan, Prospero made himself ruler of the island, and brought the natives of the island, both human and magical, to do his bidding. This all happened 12 years ago, but finally his enemies have come within his reach, and he will enact his revenge. Prospero sends Ariel, the airy spirit whose powers brought the storm, to lead the passengers of the ship to safety on the island in small groups. Then my liberty? Thou malignant thing! Sorry! Okay, in 2 days. There's my noble master! Prospero sends Caliban to do menial tasks and threatens torture if he doesn't, or if he talks back, or lots of threats of magical torture. Ariel returns, luring Prince Ferdinand with his music. Miranda has no recollection of what men other than her father look like, and she and Ferdinand fall instantly in love. To encourage this romance, Prospero discourages the suitor and makes Ferdinand do all the work he used to have Caliban do. When Ferdinand willingly works and the two profess their love and desire to marry, Prospero softens and promises a big wedding celebration. In another part of the island, Alonso, King of Naples, is incredibly grieved because he believes his son Ferdinand is dead. Antonio, Prospero's brother, and Sebastian, Alonso's brother, attempt to kill Alonso in his sleep so that they can rule Naples. Ariel stops them and puts on a weird spirity show in which he reminds them of their wrongs to Prospero, banishing him with Miranda all those years ago. There is more mutiny on the island. Trinculo and Stefano have escaped the ship with most of the alcohol. They share it with Caliban, who loves them for it, and suggests they kill Prospero and rule the island themselves. Back with the lovers, Prospero puts on a fancy mask where spirits impersonate the various deities of fertility and marriage to celebrate Ferdinand and Miranda's wedding. Honor, riches, marriage, blessing. Trinculo, Stefano, and Caliban don't get their revenge, and Antonio and Sebastian don't succeed in killing Alonso, but in the end, Prospero doesn't take his revenge either. He has all of his enemies in his grasp, but instead of hurting them, he embraces them, forgives them, and reveals that Ferdinand is not dead, but happily married to his daughter. The sailors show up saying that the boat is totally fine, and they're ready to continue on their voyage. Alonso and company insist Prospero should return to Milan as Duke. Ariel is set free. Prospero drowns his book of magic, and he asks the audience to absolve him of his wrongs by their applause.